DIY belt for beginners. So tomorrow I'm going to show you guys where I got the belt from and the yard I got. Anyway, I got just a yard for a size 42 and I divided it into 4. The belt is so thick enough so I didn't need to line it. Like I said, I had divided it into 2. Then what I did was I just slit the middle of the belt, not the middle, the edge of the belt rather. I just slit the edge of the belt and you are done with this pattern. So for beginners in shoemaking, you can start with this one. You won't, no need for lining. All you need is just a small piece of leather to just cover this side that we just had to cut, and that's all. So I had already applied gum on the side that will be covering. So this is me just placing, the 2 sides are going to face each other. So I applied gum at the end of it so that it can place properly on the leather. Now when you are sure that it can close with that leather you had and drawn out, is the length is 10 while the width of it is like 1 inch. 1 inch is fine. You are applying gum and also applying gum on the edge of that belt that you had cut out. That's the top and the bottom of it. After applying gum, you are letting it sit for some time as usual for the gum to settle or for it to dry. Then you can go ahead into closing it. Now when you close it, that's when you go into your machine and just sew that edge. I didn't have lights at some point, so I couldn't make a video on how I was able to sew the leather, but it is pretty simple, and this is basically how you get your belt pattern, your DIY belt pattern. And like I said, for beginners, you can start with this and begin to show people in social gatherings, your church, wherever you go to. You can just make simple slides like this. They are unisex slides actually, and you just, wherever you go to, just take your product with you. You can't tell. That's how I started initially. So you can't tell, just take your product with you. And before you know it, you will start making sales. Trust me. You will have your customers and there are people that will still buy from you. So I'm making a size 46 of these slippers. I had my pattern drawn already. I am using a Mako 6 because of the height and weight of the person. So it's a Mako 6 instead of a Mako 4, a foreign Mako 6. I applied gum on the Mako 6 already. I had already applied gum on the leather we are supposed to be using, and this is me just trying to just cut it out to make sure that everything aligns. So I use that same pattern for cutting the Mako 6 to also cut the Mako sole I was using. You can use a Nora 3, you can use a Nora 4, you can even buy a cotton sole. It depends on what you want to make or what the customer gives you to make. So because of the amount of money customer gave me, I was able to get a, let's say, a local Nora for this work. But what I did is I still used tire for the heel. I don't joke with heel. No matter how the sole is, make sure you give that person a solid heel. You know, most of our weight are on our heel. So no matter the outcome of the money the person gives to you, just make sure you get a good heel for the person so that at least it can stand the test of time. It will not wear out. So this is the end product of the slide we made. This is the belt, this is the leather, this is the Mako 6, and this is how the length came out. Thank you for watching and see you in my next class. Bye.